Welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short presentations giving you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. And this morning, I'm going to cover the knowledge base in GoldMine. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot and my company, Wizard Systems. We're a specialist CRM systems supplier who help out small and mid-sized companies improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple and affordable solutions like GoldMine. Now, this presentation will be about 10 minutes or so in duration, just an overview of the knowledge base feature. There can be a lot to it. As I describe it to you, you may think of some really useful ideas that you could implement in your company. And it's all very, very straightforward, but if you do need any help with any aspect of GoldMine, please contact Wizard Systems. We're here to make sure you get the most out of the product. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel. I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also at the end, I'll give you an update on some GoldMine product news that we've got for you. And this call is being recorded. You will get, after the event, you will get an email from our system with a link to recording you can play back. And it'll be up on our YouTube channel as well. If you haven't been up there, do a search on YouTube, Wizard Systems, all one word, and you'll see well over 100 GoldMine videos up there in a GoldMine playlist. If you want to browse through those, lots of extra hints and tips for you. Okay, so let's get started. Just a brief mention about Wizard Systems. We are a leading supplier of GoldMine worldwide. We do supply other CRM solutions. We're not just GoldMine, but GoldMine is a key product in our portfolio, and we provide the complete service around GoldMine. The actual supply of the product, the installation, upgrades, any kind of training you want. That is still primarily online right now, where this is July 2020, and we're still really in lockdown in the UK. So we're doing a lot of things as we've always done before lockdown, done it online, which can be very interactive. So if you've got any training requirements, please contact us. And finally, we've got a responsive help desk, permanently manned help desk service ready to answer your calls. Okay, so let's get into the knowledge base then, which we often refer to as the prices, products, and policies area of GoldMine. Of course, GoldMine, let me just pop in a GoldMine. Of course, GoldMine is focused on, or most CRM systems are focused on your customers, your clients and contacts and so on. But there may be other information that you want to share with your GoldMine users, information that isn't necessarily relating to a specific contact, but is nonetheless really important information that you want to share, that you may not have another application or another method of sharing that with your colleagues. So this might be, for example, information on your products, maybe your price list, maybe certain procedures or policies. This is the way you do this, this is the way you do that within your company, to share that information. So it's always been in GoldMine, been around for a long, long time, and like a sort of little intranet within the system. So it's a hierarchical system. This is the knowledge base here. You can get to it by going to your go-to menu in GoldMine and down to knowledge base there. And when you get to it, you'll have this view. On the left-hand pane will be the branch-like structure of the different books and folders and pages within those folders. I'll come on to that very shortly. And on the right-hand side, you'll see a little pane which is displaying that particular book or folder or page. So here's an example of maybe a little topic that you want to share with your team about procedures in your office. So I clicked on that little icon there, which is the book. Incidentally, you can create these new ones up here, a book, a folder off the book, so you can have multiple folders within a book, and then within each folder you can have multiple topic pages. So this is an example here, office procedures of a book, and over on the right hand side we're previewing that. If I click into that text, you'll see a little edit toolbar there, which allows you to change into sort of rich text formatting, really. If you want to make it a little bit more pleasing on the eye, away from just plain text, you can embolden text, and you can bring in HTML as well. That little H symbol there, that allows you to toggle between HTML and plain text if you want even a richer experience for the users. There's also a spell check feature in there as well. Not sure how it's going to cope with my Latin, but a spell check feature in there as well, just to make sure it's all neat and tidy for sharing for users. And then off that book, I've got a couple of folders in this particular section. So one called New Sales Inquiry. So I click in there, and I can see a little bit of text about the new sales inquiry. I've got then maybe within that new sales inquiry process, maybe we've got different procedures for different products. So I can have that there, multiple pages within that section, and we can see a little bit of information there about that particular topic, that page there. There is also an audit trail in the knowledge base, so you can actually see which user typed that in. You can also, as an administrator, you can also go into the security of each of these elements. So if I just right click there and go to edit, this will allow me to see a little bit more background information about this particular topic here. So I've got the topic. I can put in some search keywords delimited with a comma and a space. I've got there the actual folder. I can attach a file here. We can browse to that. There's only one attached file per topic. There's a little checkbox there for synchronize the file. If you are using GoldMine deployed over different installations, then you can have this synchronize as well. And the one thing I want to show you is access, so we can actually define in a little bit more detail who can edit and who can update, who can read and who can update this particular, in this case, this particular page. So a really great way of laying out in a structured way information, as I say, about pricing, products, procedures within your company. There's also a nifty little search feature as well. So I can click on search there and then search for any kind of word or phrase within the knowledge base. You can see that I can define, we got further parameters there to fine tune the search, map the matching criteria as well. And then within the knowledge base, what area are you homing in on? Well, if you do select topic text, that's all this lot here. Might take a little bit longer. It is a very quick search. It will just be in a split second or two, but a really great way of then, if you've amassed a lot of pages and topics and folders and so on, a great way of finding that information. You can also email these topics to customers. So if I've selected this particular product here, and I think this might be really useful to email this to a customer, maybe you're working in some kind of support environment and or a sales inquiry and you want to quickly email this information to the contact. So we've got some basic text there about this product. We've got an attached file, a PDF file as well. I can right click over this topic and select email topic to contact. I can also click on the icon on the toolbar as well. So a couple of ways of getting to this, and that will bring up the GoldMine email system, which allows me to quickly top and tail that email to adjust it if I want to. If I hit send, off it will go to that customer, all logged in the history of that client. So a really easy way of storing information and sharing information to your colleagues, not necessarily information about contacts. There is actually a way of linking this file, this topic, to a contact. In my experience, that would be not commonly used, shall I say, but it is in there anyway. But information that you want to share in your company that doesn't relate to a specific client or contact, but nonetheless is really important information, and you haven't found another way of sharing that with your colleagues, either through some kind of messaging system or some kind of online documentation or whatever the different options are. If you don't have those, then maybe the knowledge base, if you're an active GoldMine user, the knowledge base would be ideal for you. Really easy to use. When you go in the first time, you will see, or you may see, some sample topics. You can zap all those, remove all those, and start off your own knowledge base very easily indeed. So that's the knowledge base then. As I normally do, those familiar with the format, I open up our event, our call here to any questions you've got around this, or indeed any GoldMine topic. Question from Oliver, I think it's Oliver. Can I prevent users amending a topic? Yes, you can. You just go into the, you edit, you just right click over that topic, and yes, you just choose the update option to a user or group of users. So if that particular person is not in that group, they won't be able to amend or update that topic. Andre, can I import descriptions - folders from an existing Word file? No, you can't. There is an import function in the knowledge base, but that's only importing from another GoldMine knowledge base. It's a particular, you see, it's a particular format that GoldMine's got for this hierarchical structure of these books and folders and pages. So no, not Word. I'm afraid the best you can do there is copy and paste. Any formatting you've got in Word, though, should be observed when you paste it into a GoldMine knowledge base. So if it's a particular font, or you've emboldened something or italicized something, that should be that should all go through there. But no, I'm afraid you're going to have to just do a bit of copying and pasting there of the topics. Right, don't think there's any more questions coming through. So just to keep you up to date, all training right now is online. So if you do have any requirements for online training, please give us a call or email us. We'd be happy to discuss any GoldMine training or indeed any other GoldMine work you might want doing, upgrading, moving GoldMine to a new server, whatever that is. If you don't want to do it yourself, please contact us and we can sort out the arrangements for that. The latest release, we did have this hot fix. We were expecting a 2020 release, which is still imminently going to be coming out, which has some important security, email security features built into it. But basically since, and I mentioned this on our last call, since the COVID crisis, Microsoft and Google have delayed their plans to enforce greater email security. So this means that there's not this imperative requirement to implement these changes in GoldMine, and in some cases these have been delayed until 2021. So have no concerns there over the compatibility and the security of your GoldMine system. But there is an interim hotfix 3. Latest information is up on our GoldMine blog. If you don't have that, just go up to our GoldMine blog and you'll see a little bit of information about that hotfix 3. Not a lot in it, but if those new additions to hotfix 3 does affect you, then please please consider upgrading. So as regards getting these updates, you've got to have a maintenance contract. If you don't have a maintenance contract right now, again, please contact us at Wizard Systems, contact any of us here. And if you've got any topics for future weekly presentations, little mini training sessions that we're doing, please email me. My name again is Tim Wilmot. Email address is tim@wizard-systems.com. There's our YouTube location there. But thanks very much. Hopefully that's been of interest to you. The knowledge base in GoldMine. Give it a go, see what you think, and we'll catch up with you same time next week. Thanks very much indeed for those listening live. Thanks very much indeed for watching if you're listening or watching a recording. Thank you. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.